Greetings. Welcome back to Beaver Branch Disc Golf Adventures. My name is Brian Morris, PDJ 16791. I'm here for a putter review, a special putter review. The new Dynamic Discs Agent has been released. I want to thank my sponsor, Trilogy Talk, for helping me get my hands on this very quickly. So we have the Agent prototype here, and I'm going to compare it to the Royal Faith, the Sensei plastic, and I'm excited. This is a beadless putter. Both of them are beadless, somewhat deep putters, and let's go ahead and take a look at them now, see how they fly. Okay, and here we go with our look at the Faith and the Agent. The Faith has been out for a while now. The Agent is the newer disc on the right. Looking at their profile, you will see that the Agent has, I feel like along the rim, a little bit more of a rounded edge. They have about the same depth. And again, they're both beadless putters. Some murmurs have said that, I think both of these are chasing that P2 type feeling and also trajectory and flight. So we're going to take a look at it now. We're starting off here with a left to right wind, throwing about a 230-foot shot on hyzer. And the first thing I noticed while throwing these discs, I'm going to throw the Agent first. There's going to be two Agents here. There's the second one. And two Faiths. With both these putters, I could trust them getting the edge up and really laying into them to get this disc to that basket. Definitely felt very reliable. And I've been surprised that the Faith, that the glide was 3. Here is where the discs landed. It's kind of a mixed in the circle look, but in the circle nonetheless. And now we are going to do an anhyzer release into a headwind. So now we kind of turn to the right and we're going into a 15 to 20 mile per hour headwind. And I figured with that, they would probably flip over and move a little bit more to the right. But the one thing you can see here with the Agent is the stability that it has as it fights out of that anhyzer and even moves back a little bit to the left, fades back. Here's a look at the Faith, and that one I did get over. And I feel like I recalibrate here and throw this Faith a little bit more like I threw the Agent, but it seemed like the Faith wanted to move a little bit more to the right than the Agent on those throws. Here's a look at the spread, where the discs landed. Couple in the circle, maybe one at the circle's edge there on the left. That one Agent did fade out. This is a 252-foot shot with a tailwind, and we're just going straight hyzer release, and depending on it, that it's not going to flip over to the right. Just really getting into it and ripping on these putters. And the Agent held a very clean line. Like I said, you could definitely feel it's dependable. As the Faith, you can have faith in the Faith as well. Very similar, I think. Both of these are beadless putters, beadless stable putters. The bead is what often puts some stability into the putter, and these are definitely some nice discs if you don't like the bead. Here we're going to throw some distant shots on it. Just going to try to get it over. We got an ideal wind here, kind of a left to right slight tail. So we're going to put it over and see how far we can get it to go. I didn't measure these, but most of these shots ended up at like about 320. But you can see the stability here as this does fight back and gets a full flight out of that pool. Again, throwing those agents first and the faith second. Very similar flight trajectory on both of them. As you can see, both feel very similar in the hands. I throw pures as my throwing putter, and I putt with daggers. Now here we are putting, and I can tell you that the trajectory on these deep beadless putters is very similar to the dagger. It's a stable flight, and it's a dependable flight. Here we are into the headwind, seeing how they hold up, really spinning it in there, and definitely a dependable flight, straight to stable, and you can believe that it's getting in there. And there's about a 15 mile per hour to 20 mile per hour headwind when I was shooting those. Now this is going to be kind of a tailwind shot, so I'm going to have to get it up a little bit higher and drop it in for this, but you can see that stability in that flight. It's probably similar to a Warden as well. I think that the Warden is the best feeling putter. However, I can't seem to keep it in the bag. Here I'm throwing it from just outside circle 2, just to get a look at that trajectory and that stability from that distance. Just kind of giving it a run from there, and just showing the flight of the disc at that short range. Now on these, I lined up directly into the headwind, and I wanted to release it on a hyzer and see if it would hold the line and continue straight without breaking over to the right. And the agents held the line. They did get a little bit to the ground, I felt like, but they did hold the line. They didn't flip over. Many times when you're thrown into a headwind, your arm speed is accelerated. You can see I got the faith over on that one. And then recalibrate here, put a little bit more hyzer on it, and kept it straight. So far, the agents have been the more predictable of the discs as I've been throwing them. Here we're looking at about 280-foot hyzer shot. Just wanted to do something just to let it go and let it fly through the air, and definitely can hold the line. This is going to be with a tailwind, and just letting it rip and trying to get it into the circle from 280 feet away. Kind of a fun shot to throw, just letting it rip. And you can see that very similar trajectory on these. Definitely similar putters. I like the trajectory on them. I have not put the beadless putter in my bag. I've stuck by the daggers. But if you like the P2, I'm told that this could be a very similar flight to that as well. Okay, with that being said, I think that the agent is going to have the same flight numbers as the Faith, a 2301. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.